Meet Ben. He's a part-time barista at Association Coffee. This year, he's entering the UK Barista Championship. But before he enters this competition, he has to spend weeks training to produce 3 drinks that could change his career as a barista.
I'll be presenting a blend of 3 single origin beans, which is really interesting as it's roasted in Italy. For my signature drink, I'm going to be creating a drink out of the elements of the espresso and the cappuccino. So here we're simply adding candied orange peel, cascara, and some prunes. Just going to leave that to brew. I'm going to start your cappuccinos today, as you would traditionally in the morning. It's a national competition where baristas from all walks of life can participate to gain better understanding about coffee and to develop their skill set. So I'm really pleased to be entering, as that's what I've been doing, and it's really improved me, like working in the shop here on a day-to-day basis and just learning more about coffee. Well, the semi-finals are held like in Truman Brewery, just near off Brick Lane in London, so that'll be really exciting. Although the standards are really high this year, 3 previous winners entering, so it's kind of really exciting to be part of that.
Meanwhile, in caffeine, lead barista Sean is also training for the UKBC. He's a current AeroPress champion, and this year he's showcasing his craft in a different kind of competition.
As a previous winner in similar competitions, tell us what you think about them.
I think they're great. They push you as a barista, technically, and yeah, they're brilliant. They're a great way to showcase yourself. I met some of the most important people in the coffee industry. And yeah, it's great. It really kick-started my career for me. It's a big thing. Yeah, I've done a lot more teaching classes here, and we do like brew classes in the evening. So teaching people about the AeroPress.
So what are the key traits of being successful barista in championships?
Confidence is one. Yeah, I was very relaxed. So I had low expectations in the AeroPress. So I just kind of went in and I just did my thing and didn't really focus on anyone else. Yeah, that's a big, huge thing, just being relaxed, quite chilled. Determined, you've got to be focused on what you want to do as well. And just practice, putting in time. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted at the moment, doing loads of work. So yeah, no, it's quite an ordeal. Like it's not just the 15 minutes, it's the 6 weeks, 7 weeks beforehand.
So part of the reason why I wanted to present this blend to you was because of how well it works as espresso, also how it interacts with milk. So what we're looking for in milk is a butterscotch caramel texture, and I think it's delicious. Yeah, Association Coffee, they've been really helpful, letting me use this fantastic space to practice and get ready.
It's really good for Ben because he goes into enormous concentration and detail in coffee in a way that you might not do in your day-to-day workings behind the machine. I mean, you do go into enormous detail every day, but in competition you look at things you probably wouldn't ordinarily look at. And so for him, I think it's going to be a great coffee development experience. And I can see that some of the decisions he's made in entering the competition about the coffee he's using, he's already starting to think a little bit differently about some stuff. And that can only be good, because if he develops as a barista, and if he's going to be working here, then that's obviously a good thing for us too. Plus it's good for the profile of the cafe to have people entering competitions. I just hope he does really well.
So if I can ask you to just take a sip of water before you drink these cappuccinos, just to clear your palate. And you'll experience the full creamy texture. So again, butterscotch caramel sweetness. And now I'm going to prepare 4 espressos for you. And I'll be back to tell you the tasting notes of those in a second.
There are a large number of good quality independent cafes in London, and that means that the general public has embraced good quality coffee. I think that what's going on in coffee in London now is really exciting, and it's hard to tell from where we're sitting, but you get the impression that people are looking to London and thinking London is the hotbed of coffee in the world.
candied orange peel, stone fruit, and lovely dark baker's chocolate to finish. So again, if you could all just drink a sip of water before you have this espresso. Thank you.
It's a small community and you tend to know everybody. And we've all got a similar kind of mission, which is that we're trying to help the broader coffee drinking public understand that there is such thing as really good coffee.
After 4 regional heats held at 4 different cities across the UK, the UKBC finals are hosted in London at the Coffee Festival on April 25th, where 20 of the most talented baristas compete to become the UK's Barista of the Year.
My name's Maxwell Connor-Dashwood. I'm the current UK Barista Champion from 2012, and today's the semi-finals, and I'm entering again in the hopes to win again and get another chance to go to the World Championship. It's a massive thing, you know, it puts a spotlight on you, it opens up lots of opportunities. Obviously the biggest thing is you get to go to the World Barista Championships, which is amazing to take part in an event with competition winners from 54 countries around the world. We effectively only offer 3 styles of coffee: espresso on its own, not Americano, espresso with steam milk in a 6-ounce cup and black filters, and it's allowed us to really emphasise what we do because it backs up what we're doing. When I got into coffee, people would say that competitions might not be that relevant, but the way coffee's moving, it's becoming more and more culinary, specialty coffee anyway. And actually, the more in our shop, we serve coffee more and more like I would at a Barista Championship, talking about why it tastes the way it does and a presentation basically. It goes side by side with our business. So our business evolves and we take part in the competition, and I see the competition as part of the industry, not as a separate event. So, you know, lots of people come together and do interesting routines and try and say something interesting. It's a very creative process, and I think like it would be hard to single out a few things I've learned, but it's a very positive process that definitely takes things forward.
Really, like at the start I was really nervous, and then I knew if I got through that first section I'd be fine, which I did, so it's great. And then I just went from there and I got more confident as it went on, and yeah, so basically I wanted to cut it into 3, into senses and like how it feels on the palate. So I'm lucky enough to work with Jared from Caffeine. He's the head chef, he's awesome, and he knows ingredients really well and what works and what doesn't. So the first vessel was like a spice jar with cinnamon, apple, and what else is in there? Oh, fennel seeds. Yeah, it's really, really nice, really like pungent smell. So that was the aroma of the espresso, and then the next one was like an infusion of 2 berries which are foraged. One was really sweet, one's really sour, so it's like espresso. And then finally I finished with the mouthfeel, which is really buttery, really creamy. So I used a gel, which is cooked down from porridge oats, and we just let it sit in gelatin, and it's been the best thing I've done in coffee by a mile. It really pushes you. I've spent 4 months literally like putting it together. It's exciting, like the whole thing's exciting. I absolutely loved it up there, and yeah, I want to do it again.
Think in your head, coffee, simple product, dark, bitter, acquired taste. A lot of people in specialty coffee have an epiphany moment, and mine was with a Kenyan single estate espresso that completely changed my idea of what coffee could be, what it was capable of. It's a multifaceted topic. There's so much to it. There's all of the processes along the way, and it's actually an amazing thing to serve people because it generates discussion and conversation. You know, it takes for what we've done, it's taken hospitality. Instead of just saying, yes, I'll get you whatever you like, you're guiding people. It's a wonderful thing to have expertise in and to share with other people. And the more and more I do it, you know, there's definitely no letting down. I get more and more interested and excited by coffee.